Welcome to the power of your subconscious mind. As a woman, you are a giver of life. You know this to be true, so why would you ever believe anything you want to do, be, or have is impossible? This video is a step towards guiding you to see that everything is possible. For me, I didn't always believe this. In fact, my journey to become an entrepreneur and the CEO of my life used to be full of self-doubt. It took me a long time to realize that the self-doubt I was experiencing was part of the impostor syndrome. The impostor syndrome is any thought, feeling, emotion, or belief that doesn't originate from your higher self. During my journey to become an entrepreneur, I found myself looking back at the different stages of my life. My child self, my married self, my mother self, my warrior self, and each time I leveled up as my entrepreneur self, I would sometimes find it difficult to see who I am instead of who I used to be, because my imposter beliefs would whisper thoughts of self-doubt that sounded something like this. You couldn't even stay in your marriage. Do you really think you're qualified to lead others? Does divorce make me any less of a good mother? The warrior in you has made you stronger. Never let anyone see your weakness. Even after everything you've experienced, you're still the person you used to be. Do you really think that you're qualified to lead others? I'm sure you get the idea. Every time I leveled up in my life, my imposter beliefs tried to drag me backwards instead of celebrating each stage of my arrival. Until I learned to recognize and eliminate my imposter beliefs. And now I'm here to help you do the same, so you can become the CEO of your life. Are you ready to shift your mindset to claim wealth, happiness, peace of mind, true expression, and love as your daily abundance? Really think about this question. What does it mean to you? Abundance means plenty, plenty of everything. Are you ready to make these your daily abundance? Are you ready to build such a solid mental foundation that no person, place, or condition can pull it down? If you're anything like I was, I had a few fears to get rid of before I could fully step into my power as an entrepreneur. My imposter beliefs were all over the place and tended to pop up at the worst times, usually during those times when I needed to be able to step up in a big way. I was ready to see myself as brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous, and valued by myself and others. I know the same is true for you, or you wouldn't be watching this video. You want all of this and more, but what you're doing isn't working. And by now, you're probably wondering what I could possibly share with you that would make a difference in your life. You're probably thinking, how is what I'm going to say any different than what you've heard before? I feel you. There was a time in my life when I used to ask myself, when will I ever make it? When will I get there? When will I start getting a return on my investment for all the time, energy, attention, and focus, not to mention the money I've spent? I tried everything. I kept attending networking events, reading books, connecting with potential clients in person and through social media. I added essential oils to my life, along with better nutrition, meditation, affirmations, visualizations, and every day I kept telling myself, if I keep doing what I'm doing, in time, something's got to give. Sooner or later, everything will break through and my results will change. Even though I knew that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again the same way and expecting different results, I kept doing the same things over and over again, telling myself, I just need to be more positive, more focused, work harder, work longer, give up my social life in lieu of following my dream. Yep, I had created my own nightmare of insanity. Einstein said it best, you can't find the solution with the same mind that created the problem. But it took me a while to grasp that concept. Once I accepted this, I made a change. I made a lot of changes. I decided to take Einstein's word to heart and began working with business coaches, spiritual coaches, mindset coaches, health coaches, Reiki masters, hypnotherapists, all of whom teach mindset strategies. Each one of them taught essentially the same thing, and I learned from all of them. Then I stopped with my I already know it attitude, which was really just keeping me from and holding me back from learning what I needed to know to move forward in my life. I got rid of that attitude. I changed the way I was thinking, and I opened my mind to the possibility that there must be a better way, an easier way, and a way to work less and enjoy life more. I let go of that I have nothing more to learn attitude. At the time, I really couldn't afford to work with any of those coaches, but I knew if I didn't make a change, nothing else was going to change for me. I spent thousands of dollars to follow my dream. I even borrowed money from other people to follow my dream. I knew that 96% of coaches never make it and give up. I promised myself not to be part of that statistic. I wanted to make an impact because I knew that I have knowledge and skills that can change lives. I also knew that I want to serve others and I want to create a good life for myself. So I went all in. I spent every penny I had, time and time again, until I finally began seeing results for myself. And that's when I knew that what I learned to do for myself, I could also help other women do. Because I went all in, I knew I'd found an answer that I could teach to other women who also want to be the CEO of their own life. And I started getting clients. As I started to get more clients, as I started to scale up with my business, and as I started to gain momentum and confidence in my work, I had another unexpected event show up in my life: divorce. While I was busy trying to keep my life intact, the imposter syndrome came into my life like a tornado ripping through the air. My life as a woman, wife, mother, friend, entrepreneur, and homeowner took a serious hit. The little voice inside my head kept saying, "How can you get out there and teach these women to be empowered when your own life is falling apart?" In the midst of my chaotic life, I had to become my own best client. I now see that the universe gave me yet another gift to show me who I am, why I'm so fabulous, and why the work I do is so needed. And then the universe gifted me with yet another awareness as I started connecting with women entrepreneurs who are committed to becoming the CEO of their life. Many of these women can see the potential for financial freedom. They're committed to their purpose and their passion, but they're trying to build their future from a mindset that was created from limiting beliefs about what they're truly capable of. In other words, many of them have a serious case of the imposter syndrome. Your imposter beliefs are limiting you on a mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional level. They're also shutting down your financial flow. So, if you're a woman entrepreneur and you're ready to recognize and eliminate the imposter syndrome and shift your mindset to making 10K months the new minimum wage in your business, then you are in the right place. There are two types of women I work with: women who've been working in their business for a little bit, have had some results, but aren't at their desired income level, and women who have a skill or a passion and they know they can change lives, just like I did, and they're ready to level up in their business, including women who are transitioning their business to work from a more spiritual aspect. Over the next few minutes during this video, I want to share 3 things with you: a really powerful belief that I see over and over again in all successful people and all successful entrepreneurs that non-successful people do not have. The 3 most common challenges that most women face in their business, and my 3-step mind shift that you can begin using today to let go of the limiting beliefs that are keeping you from reaching your full potential in your business. To start with, the most important thing I learned that other successful people are doing is acting on a belief that it will never be the right time. There's never a right time for anything. There's never a perfect time to start your business. There's never a perfect time to hire a coach. There's never a perfect time to do your first webinar. There's never a perfect time to start talking to people about who you are, what you do, and why you're so fabulous. There's never a perfect time to start your first business group. There's never a perfect time to do your first live video, to hire a VA. And the people who are successful see this, and they realize this. So they go all in every day, and they're not waiting for a perfect time. They're taking massive action and they're getting massive results. And that is something I've noticed that's consistent with successful people, no matter what their industry. One of my clients took massive action and had such tremendous results that during our last empowerment session together, she turned to me and said, I want to make a video testimonial about what it's like to work with you. I want to do it right now because I want to know, and I want people to know what it's like to work with you. And I want the results that I've gotten. I want those same results to be gotten by other people. So if something I share will help them do that, I want to do this video right now. We were having her last session on the beach. And right then and there, she said, let's do it right now. Aries was a school teacher. And because of a very traumatic experience that happened when she was 19 years old, for 19 years old, her imposter syndrome had been keeping her from living her life full out. But in a short amount of time, she was seeing her life from a different mindset. As we carefully worked together while she followed my process to master her beliefs, Aries went from feeling like her life had been hijacked by her trauma to taking back her life as she began to fulfill her dreams outside of the teaching world. What do you think it would do for your confidence to put your unfulfilling life behind you and step into your life as you want to live it? I'm sure you'd agree with my client when she said, I'm a very together person, but there were deep issues within me that I could not access through every possible means I'd tried, including long-term therapy. Nancy helped me come out of the dark. It wasn't an overnight process, but she was my spiritual and emotional GPS that I desperately needed and was searching for. What would it do for your stress levels and for your quality of life in general if you could step out of the darkness that's overtaking your life and feeding into that little voice inside your head that keeps you saying, who am I to? What would it do for you to learn how to recognize and eliminate that little voice inside of your head? How would your life change? Right now, you may be asking yourself, what does a school teacher have to do with my business? And here's my answer. It doesn't matter if you're a school teacher, a lawyer, an accountant, a stay-at-home mom, a C-level executive, or teach people how to surf. If you have one or more limiting beliefs about who you are, what you're meant to share with the world, and why you're so fabulous, you will continue to do the same thing over and over and over again and hope for a different outcome every single time. This is about you stepping out of your belief about what you can't do, your fear-based beliefs, and realizing what you can do. And this is not going to happen if you aren't able to shift your mindset. If you're unable or haven't been taught how to shift your mindset, you'll continue to attract people and experiences to prove your imposter beliefs. You'll continue to believe that you don't have what it takes to succeed. You'll attract people and experiences like money blocks, fear of speaking to people, fear of making phone calls, lack of time or poor time management, people not returning your calls, friends and family telling you to get a real job, convincing yourself that you need to gain more knowledge before you talk to people, blaming others for your inability to follow through, not being able to attract the right clients or the clients who will pay you what you're worth, not reaching your monthly financial goals, and dealing with unfulfilling relationships. Bottom line, you're here because you want something in your life to change. You want more time with your children, a better quality of life, time freedom, financial freedom, to leave your 9-to-5, to be valued and appreciated for the work you do, to make the money you know you're capable of making, to prove to yourself that the life you want is truly possible, to reap the benefits of financial independence. I'm going to share with you 3 huge mistakes that I made, and they may go against everything that you've ever been taught, because they also went against everything I'd ever been taught. Number 1, not asking for help, trying to figure it all out on my own, because let's face it, no one wants to admit they can't seem to figure something out, especially when everyone else around them is making it look so easy. Trying to improve my life without investing in myself. I learned that this was all about my self-worth. Once I learned to value who I am, investing in myself became a priority. You can't ask for help because that would mean telling someone else all of your secrets, and you don't talk about your personal business with anyone outside of your family, especially me. I'm Italian, and we were taught at a very early age that you do not share family business with anyone outside of the family. In fact, it's probably better not to share it with anyone in the family either. You're better off just stuffing your problems way down deep and forget about them. And that's exactly what I did. That's what I learned to do. And that's why my mindset got to the place where it did. That's where my imposter beliefs started taking root. Way back then, as I started learning to not ask and receive for what I needed. Before I invested in my own coaches, I struggled. I'd only get so far, and when that stopped working, I felt like a failure, so I kept working harder. I saw so many other people doing what I really wanted to do and making it look so easy. My self-confidence would hit an all-time low, and I started to question if I was really meant to do this work. Every single day, my imposter beliefs would create fear about being able to support myself financially, and I resisted the urge to go out and get a job just to bring in some consistent cash flow. But every time I thought about working for someone else, I'd remember why I want to be the CEO of my own life. I stayed on this roller coaster of give up or keep going for years because I didn't see how working with a coach could possibly help me get to where I wanted to be. And of course, there was that huge limiting belief that if I did reach out for help, I'd be judged because I'd let it go on for so long. I had no idea that in order for me to actually turn my life around, I also had to master my beliefs. I had to be open to the possibility that most of what I believed to be true was open for debate. I had to be willing to think outside of my known zone and stop making choices based on the only way I knew how to make my life run smoothly. All you need to do to be successful in your business is to believe that you can do it. If you truly believe you found your calling as an entrepreneur, you'll want to follow these 3 steps. Verify that you have a rock-solid belief in the business you're building and the products and services you offer. Once you've confirmed your belief is 100% in what you're doing, you must clear your mind of any limiting belief about being successful. And number 3, create relationships with people who need what you have by having enough belief in yourself that you can serve their needs and sell your products and services without constantly second-guessing who you are, what you do, and why you're so fabulous. How many sales calls are you doing in your business right now? How many potential clients are you talking to? How are you building relationships with people? If you're not doing enough business, chances are you're not making calls or getting in front of people. If you're 100% committed to your business and your products and services, and you're not getting in front of enough people, the only thing holding you back are your imposter beliefs about what you're capable of and your fear of being judged or rejected. LeJohn is another client. He's a well-known local artist whose imposter syndrome continually hijacked his beliefs about doing his work full-time and charging what he's worth. When we finished working together, LeJohn made the decision to work his business full-time, raise his prices, and even gave me a wonderful shout out while being interviewed on a local radio show. If you want to purchase LeJohn's artwork today, you'd better be prepared to pay him his asking price because he will never again discount his value, his time, or his passion for his work. Now, you can try and figure this out the hard way. You can work your way through the maze of your thoughts, beliefs, feelings, and emotions, keep searching for all the free training, collect all the free offers from other coaches on social media, attend all the free events, read more books, listen to more podcasts to get pieces and parts of the information you're looking for to try and piece it together yourself, or you can learn a process, a step-by-step process that shows you the way to consistently recognize and eliminate the imposter syndrome that's keeping you from being the CEO of your own life and fulfilling your true earning potential. I'm looking for my next success stories. Are you ready to recognize and eliminate your imposter syndrome so you can create an earning potential that makes 10K months your new minimum wage? Are you ready to scale up in your business? If you are, I would love for you to schedule a mastermind call with me. On our mastermind call, we'll go over exactly what you want, not what I want or what my process can do for you, but exactly what you want. We'll go over what's holding you back and what's in your way. And then we'll work together to customize your next steps, what you can begin doing and implementing as soon as you get off the call to recognize when your imposter syndrome is showing up, and how you can get started scaling up in your personal and professional life. And this is complimentary, an opportunity for you to see how easy it can be to shift your mindset. The reason I offer this as a complimentary call is because I don't know if you and I will work well together. I'm only interested in working with women who I can get amazing results for. I'm all about working with women who are committed to getting amazing results for themselves and are ready to go all in. Which is why this mastermind session is complimentary. If after our call, I feel like it would be a good fit for both of us, then that's really exciting because I really want to work with you. And I'd really like for you to want to work with me. I really want you to get the results you say you want. If not, you'll still get to walk away with your free mastermind blueprint that we've mapped out for you. So you'll have an action plan in place with steps you can take to start scaling up in your personal and professional life. Who is this process for? Women who have not yet reached their desired income level, women ready to take massive action, and women who are committed to scaling up in their personal and professional life. Who is this not for? Women looking for a get-rich-quick scheme, women who aren't prepared to step out of their comfort zone, and anyone looking for an overnight transformation. I only want to work with women who I can get a return on their investment for. I want a win-win situation. You win because you get the results you're looking for, and I win because I have another empowered woman who has gotten amazing results. I only want to work with women who are willing to take ownership of their life, women who truly want to make changes for themselves and others, women who truly understand that leveling up in any area of their life is not linear, and that's okay, because life will never be linear for any person in this world. I understand that I can't help everyone. I cannot get results for everyone, and that's okay, because if I'm not 100% convinced that I can get you the results you're looking for, then I will suggest you reach out to another coach who might be more in alignment with your needs. Either way, you'll get your personalized mastermind blueprint to start working on and take the steps that you want to take towards recognizing and eliminating your imposter syndrome to scale up in your personal and professional life. So if you're ready to level up in your life, if you're ready to start shifting your mindset to be a more empowered you, then click the link below, book your call, and I really look forward to talking with you. In the meantime, this is Nancy Mueller saying ciao for now.